What a day. Another Thursday has come and gone. Last night, Anna asked me if I wanted to go last minute to a restaurant that we go to kind of often, and if I wanted to go with a couple of our friends because they're having, every Wednesday they have $5 bottles of wine. And I'd never been. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll drink a $5 bottle of wine. And of course, $5 wine tastes like $5 wine. And I drank most of it myself, and I had just the worst hangover. I don't know how I ever did that when I was younger, just drinking all night with my friends, and not only going to work the next day, but getting up and biking, what was it, 8 miles, 9 miles to work, one way, and just feeling totally fine. I don't know how I did it, but my body is not what it used to be, apparently, but hey. Anna had a bunch of issues with submitting her paperwork to register for her board exam, but luckily she got all that figured out after having to jump through a bunch of bureaucratic hoops and red tape. I'm not sure when her exam date is, but I think it's like very, very soon after she graduates, like maybe a week or two. I don't know. I'll have her make a video about all that stuff because I'm sure someone out there is curious about it. Today I was looking at USF's math club, and they have a nice website, and all of the posts were from like mid to late 2016, and I was like, man, it doesn't look like anyone has, figuratively stepped foot in here in literally years. So I emailed them. I was like, hey, is this club still active, if at all? Because they had some interesting stuff going. Looks like they had problem of the month where you can like try and solve it yourself and then come to the club meetings and solve it together. That sounds like fun to me. That sounds like a lot of fun. And so we'll see what happens. I guess if it's not active, no one will answer me. But there are two like permanent faculty members who like sponsor it, I guess, and work with it and stuff, more or less. So at the very least, I'll probably email them, and if it turns out that the club is like dead in the water, then I might actually look into trying to revive it myself. The only thing that makes me kind of hesitant about that kind of thing is that, in a word, I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'm not an upperclassman. I haven't taken all the math classes that upperclassmen have taken. So if they want to talk about that stuff, I can't chime in, I can't contribute. But I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? You gotta surround yourself with people that are better than you so that you can learn, right? Because if you're the smartest man in the room, then you're not learning anything. Additionally, I bought this, which is called a harmonogram, I believe, harmonograph, and it's made with a machine. I can't remember what it's called, but it involves, I'll just post a video here. And so it involves the movement of a pen or a writing object on a piece of paper on a surface, and its movement depends on the swinging of pendulums in 2 or sometimes 3 directions. So it makes these like very beautiful, smooth, organic shapes. I guess technically you could write an equation for it, but since it's multivariable, there's more than one pendulum swinging, and it's dependent upon time. Since it's not a perfect system, it loses energy to a little bit of friction. You could write an equation for it, and it would be a function based on time, and it would be really complicated, but theoretically there is one for it. But I just like the way it looks. I'm gonna be honest with you. You may as well embrace the nerdness, right? If you're gonna be a math major. I mean, I'm wearing a shirt with a Fibonacci spiral on it, and it's like basically my favorite shirt. And it was $6. You should get yourself one. $6shirts.com. It's actually made in my hometown, so we're up to 352. A couple months ago, I was talking to Anna about painting the Fibonacci spiral in some like, I don't know, neutral colors that she would pick out, and like doing it on a canvas and putting it somewhere in the house. That'd be a lot of fun. I would also look into buying one because me doing it myself is, not gonna be the same as having like something that's printed onto a canvas, like they can put pictures on canvases. And also, you're not going crazy. I'm trying on different glasses and seeing how they look on my face. The glasses that I have now are through a company called Warby Parker, which gives you the option of like getting like 4 or 5 up to 5 sent to your house, and you can try on yourself, which makes a lot of sense. And they're really cheap. They're like $100. So I'm going to Walmart Monday to get my prescription done, because it's basically the cheapest place you can get it done is a Walmart Vision Center. And then you just send the prescription to Warby Parker, and yeah, and then they send you cheap glasses that are, you know, kind of fashionable, I guess. This is not paid endorsement by any means, obviously. I have 53 subscribers. No one's reaching out to me for for sponsorships, okay? I just thought I would share it because it's uber convenient. I'm all about convenience, as long as you don't sacrifice, you know, quality and service for it, right? So I got all these, and I'm picking them out. The frames that I have right now are rectangular framed, you know, basically rectangular. And I'm not sure they match my face anymore. My face isn't what it used to be. My jawline is kind of gone. My chin is nowhere to be found. So I thought I might transition to something more circular like this and see if it doesn't, you know, match my face a little better. I don't know. I'll have to get Anna's opinion on it, of course. Did you like the intro? I've always wanted to have a channel intro like that that's just a couple seconds. After making that, I realized that I kind of wanted to have the channel name in it, but oh well, it's better than nothing for now. And I think I'd like to change it up every couple months, you know, make a different one. I'd like to put a little more effort into producing these videos, and you know, that's why I have LED lighting here, as well as some natural light, a better camera now, which I actually took the intro video with our DSLR, which shoots the same resolution which this video is in, which is 1080p 60, and my computer like couldn't handle it. It took forever and a day to buffer, which I know is probably a RAM issue. The fact that happens, because I only have 8 gigs of DDR3 in this 2016 MacBook Pro. But it's the same resolution as what's coming out of this camera here, 1080p 60. So I don't know if it's like a codec thing or what. If you know that, I would like to be enlightened in this matter. So that's kind of a downer, because sometimes I do like to use that camera just because I feel like I can get a little bit crisper detail, because, you know, bigger lens, more light, etc. But whatever, this, you know, no complaints. But right now I got a ton of Calc 3 homework to do, and we just dipped our toes in some partial derivatives, which I'm like, what? And of course my professor doesn't teach, she just gives 3 examples and then it's like, do these 30 problems for homework. See you tomorrow when I'll give you 30 more problems to do. It's like, ugh, kill me. Whatever, it's Thursday, it's Friday Eve. Tomorrow I'll be playing my Rebecca Black as usual. That's that. See you next time.